It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Now, the Viroqua Blackhawks and the West Salem Panthers. The High School Game of the Week, made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill on Leonard Street in historic downtown West Salem. American Family Insurance and your agent in West Salem, Jim Quinn. Union State Bank of West Salem, where customers and community come first. Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16, West Salem. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. The newly remodeled West Salem American Legion on Leonard Street in downtown West Salem. West Salem Pharmacy, Highway 16, West Salem, caring for you and about you. West Salem Pharmacy. And Allied Cooperative in Toma, West Salem, and Arcadia. Now let's go courtside at West Salem High School with KQEG's Rick Wilson and Art Fay. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Tonight, it's a Cooley Conference battle between the West Salem Panthers and the Viroqua Blackhawks. Hi, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay bringing you tonight's action. And as you can hear in the background there, the very wonderful West Salem High School pep band, I guess you'd call it, under the direction of Dave Keys. Always one of the best musical programs in the area. But so much for that. Let's talk about basketball. Tonight, West Salem coming in against Viroqua. West Salem is actually, they're tied for second in the conference with GET. Viroqua right now sitting at the top of the conference. They're 3-1. West Salem is 3-2 in conference. However, both of these teams are 6-4 overall. So I don't know. I've seen West Salem play. I've not seen Viroqua play. I think you watched West Salem play.
I have.
And my initial reaction is if West Salem brings it tonight, they can win this game.
Yeah, if they come in tonight, like I've seen them play against Luther earlier this year and against Logan, you know, they bring in their A game, they're on. They're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, size-wise, I think you mentioned you thought Viroqua was a little bigger.
Well, they're coming out, Rick. You know, they've got Swinson, who's 6'4", Anderson at 6'3", and there's another 6'2".
Lots is at 6'4".
At 6'4". So you got these kids coming in at pretty good height overall for Viroqua. And, you know, if they come in with their A game, they could be tough to beat as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, most recently they lost to Luther 57-41, and West Salem beat Luther. I think it was, what was it, 87 to something? I mean, they beat Luther pretty good, if I remember correctly, although it was a good game for both of them. You've got that number, I know.
I do. I'm just taking a quick dive in here to see. They beat them 82-61.
Yeah, okay.
And so, you know, and you kind of look at the common opponents. They both beat Boston. They both lost to Boston. They both beat Arcadia. And then the other common opponent was Luther, and they split that way. West Salem lost, or beat Luther. Viroqua lost to them. And West Salem lost. Viroqua beat Westby. So you really can't summarize anything really from who they played in comparison, because it balances out so quickly on both sides of the coin.
West Salem won 5 games in a row going into the break, and then came back in January and immediately lost 2 games in a row. Whereas Viroqua won 6 in a row, and then they came back and lost 2 in a row. They lost to Boston and Luther most recently. So, you know, how do you really tell what these teams are capable of? You mentioned the Westby thing. You know, Viroqua beats Westby, West Salem loses to Westby. I don't know how
you summarize anything like that. But coming in, they got balanced scoring. West Salem comes in, they're very athletic. Jack Healy has got 16 points a game. Hauser averaging about 10, and Latos with about 14. At the same time, you got Viroqua with Lots with 15 points a game. Drew Fortney's averaging about 11, and Swenson's averaging about 13. And Viroqua doesn't quite have as much offensive power. They're scoring about 54 points a game. But West Salem at a pace of 58.
And you know, this Viroqua team lost to Sparta, and West Salem beat Sparta. So I know, here's what we call it. We call it a conundrum. It's a conundrum.
It balances out pretty quickly.
So, folks, I tell you, I'm not sure who's going to win this one tonight. I can tell you that I think it's going to be a really good game. We saw the JV game a little bit ago, and West Salem did beat the JV Viroqua team by
52-37.
52-37. So there you go. So who knows what it's going to turn out to be like here shortly, but we're going to get things underway in just a little bit. So while they're getting things ready down on the floor, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the start of today's game, the tip-off, in just a little bit. So don't go nowhere. We'll be back right after this.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep peace in the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street and downtown West.
You're invited to visit the newly remodeled West Salem American Legion in downtown West Salem. Come see the new banquet hall and meeting rooms. Check out the new bar and amenities. Then stop in for a delicious fish and shrimp dinner with choice of potato and salad bar on the first, third, and last Friday of the month. Play bingo on the first Monday of the month. Bring the family for an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the second Sunday of the month. For more information, go to WestSalemPost51.com. Schedule your next event at the all-new West Salem American Legion in historic downtown West Salem. KQEG-TV invites you to the 10th Annual Midwest Players Basketball Classic,
Powered by Muscle Milk.
this Saturday at the Lacrosse Center, starting at 9:15. 16 teams from Wisconsin and Minnesota, with players sought by Division I schools: Aquinas, West Salem, Caledonia, La Crescent, Onalaska, DeForest,
And more.
16 teams, 2 defending state champs, 8 state finalists, 16 major college prospects.
All games live streamed at KQEGTV.com and presented by Viterbo University.
For a complete schedule, go to MidwestPlayersClassic.com. Adults $10, students $5. Under 5 are free. Don't miss it.
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. Reed Magnum and Chelsea Lynn with you. Did you have a good New Year's, Chels? Oh boy.
Why, I did.
Is that a New Year's hat?
Yes.
What's your New Year's resolutions? Do you have any?
It's not staying on from my ponytail, so we'll leave it right there.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
You go first.
More sleep. Consistent sleep.
Okay.
What's yours?
You being nicer to me.
That's not a New Year's resolution. Mix
It is
96
to me.
And 107.3 Lacrosse.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay bringing you tonight's game. Let's get to the starting lineups here. We'll start with the Viroqua Blackhawks. Number 2 is a 5'10 junior, Clayton Slack. Number 10, a 6'3 junior, that's Jacob Lotz. Number 11 is a 6'4 senior, Dawson Swenson. Number 20 is a 6'3 senior, Jared Anderson. And number 22 is a 6' senior, Drew Fortney, under the direction and coaching of Joel Anderson, who's been at it for a long time. And for the West Salem boys basketball, number 2 is a junior, that's Cooper Breitung. And then number 3 is a sophomore, Jack Healy. Number 10 is a senior, that's Josh Hauser. Number 12 is a senior, that's David Latos. And number 14 is a sophomore, C.J. McConkey. Under the direction of Steve Kastenschmidt, the coach of the West Salem basketball team.
And kind of watch for McConkey and Healy, both underclassmen, sophomores, and they're contributing quite a bit. Healy, in particular, has got 16 points a game.
This should be a real interesting game tonight, I think. I'm looking forward to it. So, at the, we had a little change. We found out that number 11 tonight is Dawson Swenson, and not what it says on the roster. So it looks like Swenson and Latos mark off at the center court, but right away, West Salem gets it back.
Yeah, stripped out of the hands there. Braiding just taking it away from Viroqua.
Shots up, and nope, doesn't go. Latos tries to get in there, but going to get a whistle and a foul. So right away, David Latos picks up his first foul. Well, they don't want to see that happen too much.
No, Latos can be pretty aggressive out there. You know, he's on the football team, good aggressive, big, solid kid. Yeah, they like to get their scoring from Viroqua, from their big guys, so they like to work it in. Man-to-man put out there by West Salem to start this contest.
In the corner now, Lotz. Back out goes to Slack. It'll go around now to Swenson and then to Fortney. Fortney drives, puts it up. Nope, doesn't go. Rebound comes to West Salem and Jack Healy. Quickly down court. Oh, they try to get it all the way down there, but it's intercepted by Jacob Lotz. He'll bring it back the other way. There's a block. They're going to call it a foul. And that's going to be on Josh Hauser, I think. Yes, it is. His first, team second. And this time it's going to put Lotz at the line.
Got Lotz averaging about 15 points a game.
Ooh, he missed that one.
Yep. Leading scorer for the Blackhawks.
Misses both of them. So still no score here in West Salem. We're just a minute into it though, folks, just getting underway. This is Hauser with the ball. Cross court to Latos. Back to Hauser, he'll take the three, and he nails it.
Boy, that was a good looking shot from the far side for 3 points.
Josh Hauser puts it in. Another whistle. Boy, they're starting out with fouls hot and heavy early.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Right now, they're all going against West Salem.
And David Latos has got 2, so we're going to see him come out quickly as Alan Campbell gets ready to come in. And another miss. That was Jared Anderson. So far, they're 0 for 3 from the line. Campbell comes in for Latos. Here's Jared Anderson. That one he nails.
Oh, but they're going to take it away from him.
Stepped over the line, did he?
He did.
So it stays 3-0. West Salem in the lead, and West Salem with the ball now. Brighting brings it down, hands it off to Hauser. Now back to McConkey. McConkey will drive. Looks like he's going to pull up. No, another block. Nicely done. Jacob Lotz gets his hand up there and puts the block on him.
Yeah, Lotz did a really nice defensive move there.
Lotz for 3. Nails it. Jacob Lotz puts it in and ties it up now. We're tied at 3 apiece. West Salem now. Here's Hauser. Drives in, puts one up. Oh, didn't go though. Rebound comes to Viroqua. Viroqua had 3 guys under the basket there as that went down. Another 3-pointer put up, doesn't go, but there's a nice putback. Drew Fortney puts it in for 2, and Viroqua takes the lead, 5-3.
You know, and he put that one back up, Rick, without even bringing it down whatsoever. He was still in the air putting it up.
Yeah. Viroqua's getting their hands in the way, no question about it. Here's Hauser, drives in, puts it up, doesn't go, no foul. Now back the other way, here comes Viroqua. Fortney going to hand that off to Anderson. Anderson gets blocked this time. Alan Campbell was right there, but they're going to call a foul on him. Pretty sure that's going to be on Campbell. Let's see. No, I was wrong. It's on Fortney. McConkey.
Yeah, it looked like Campbell had gotten
Looked like he had the block,
clean,
didn't it?
Clean block, yeah, but Conkey got him before that.
And that time he hits it. Jared Anderson puts it in for one. 6-3 now. And again. Got it. 7-3 now. Viroqua steps up with a 4-point lead. 15 minutes left yet in the first half. It's very early. Healy now. He'll try to drive, has to kick it back out. Breitung with the ball. Here's Hauser. Hauser goes baseline. Nope, kicks it back. Breitung for three. Nope, doesn't go. Rebound comes to Viroqua. Slack brings it down, tries to push it ahead. A nice thought to Anderson, but Anderson couldn't scoop it up. Goes out of bounds. It'll be West Salem ball.
Yeah, Anderson actually, he stopped his full speed run before he got that far down, and in doing so, the ball was ahead of him and couldn't catch up with it.
Hauser from the corner, another three-pointer. He's got it.
But Hauser's got a good-looking shot from long range.
Well, and if he can stay hot tonight, he can certainly keep him in this game. 7-6 now. West Salem down by one. This is Lotz with the ball. Back into the corner it goes. All the way across to Slack. He'll drive. Takes it baseline, puts it up, and doesn't go. Out of bounds. They're going to say West Salem ball. 7-6. Panthers down by one. 14:04 left. We're in the first half here at West Salem High School.
That was the first substitution for Viroqua. Drew Fortney's out, Zach Lohr's in.
Ah, okay. West Salem with the ball now. All the way across court to Healy. He'll dump it off to McConkey. Back to, he tries to get it back to Healy, but Anderson steps in there and pulls it away. Slack with the ball. He'll hand it off to Lotz.
Man-to-man at both ends of the floor for these two teams tonight. And a little hip check.
Boy, they are calling the fouls, aren't they?
And that was offensive.
Peter Latos will come in now, and Brady Scallon for West Salem. That foul on number 24, Nick Schneider. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know Nick Schneider was in there. He is. There he is. Okay, number 24. West Salem with the ball now. This is Peter Latos. Tries to put it up. It's blocked. But Viroqua picks it up. Slack looked at it here. Swenson with the shot. Doesn't go. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say West Salem ball. Still 7-6. Viroqua by one. 13 minutes left. We're in the first half.
Peter Latos is only a freshman. He's one of three freshmen that dressed for the varsity for West Salem. He's in the game already.
Oop. Got away from him there. Found himself in a trap there, didn't he?
Yeah. He's going to get significant playing time.
Carson Mooney's going to come in now. And Campbell's going to go out.
And
yes?
I was just watching the scorer's table because they were calling over one of the officials and he wasn't paying attention to him, and they finally gave a third ring on the buzzer, and they finally came over and checked in with him.
Latos with the ball now. And he walked with it.
Yeah, a little ragged getting going here to the early going in this game.
All right, into the lineup comes Zach Lohr again. This time, Anderson will go out. There's Lotz with the ball now for the Blackhawks. Drives, puts it up. Nope, didn't get it, but rebound comes to Swenson, and And Latos ties him up, so they're going to say it's a jump ball, and West Salem's got the arrow. .28 left in the first half here. 7-6 our score. West Salem down by 1. Here's Mooney with the ball. He'll drive the lane, kick it back out. He's going to get a foul called, though. And that one's going to be on Fortney, I think. No, that's on Nick Schneider again. That's his second.
Yeah.
Team's third. Viroqua with the ball. Shots up, and nope, doesn't go. Latos will recover it. Hands it back off to Scallon. And now Healy in the corner to Mooney. Mooney will drive. Going to have to kick it back out. Boy, I tell you, Viroqua has relentless hands, don't they?
they're looking for the double team, you know, and if they
Yeah.
get in a little close, just like that, they're looking to trap you.
There's
They've
Healy.
switched to a zone, Rick. That's where that trapping is coming from.
Yeah. Back the other way now. Slack with the ball. Drive all the way in. Hands it off, though.
And I'm not exactly sure West Salem recognized at the other end that Viroqua had slipped back into a zone.
Here's Slack again. Now to Swenson. Back to Slack. In the corner. And it gets away from Lohr. Out of bounds. They say it'll stay with Viroqua, I believe. All right, now into the lineup comes Noah Matheson for Viroqua. And Jared Anderson back in the lineup. And let's see, Josh Hauser's going to sit down. McConkey's back in. We also have for West Salem, Brady Niemeyer in the lineup. So still 7-6, 11:06 left in the first half. This is Lohr to Slack. Slack for 3. Got it.
Oh. Boy, he thought he had that right from the get-go. He was right.
Clayton Slack puts in a 3-pointer, and it's 10-6, Viroqua. Latos in the corner. McConkey will get to the hoop. He's going to get a foul.
Did a nice job protecting himself and the ball with the basket. Trying a reverse layup underneath.
That's going to be against Anderson. Jared Anderson picks up his first. That's the 4th team foul. And McConkey will go to the line and shoot. That's one. Ten to 7 now. McConkey with his second shot. Misses it. Rebound comes to Viroqua. Blaine Conaway also in the lineup for Viroqua now. He's number 4. Here's Slack once again. Conaway. Around the horn it goes to Matheson. He'll put it up and doesn't go. Rebound comes to Viroqua, and a putback doesn't get there. And now Niemeyer's got it. Hands it off to Scallon. Carson Mooney. Oh, tries to pass it. It gets taken by Slack. Quickly down to Swenson. Spin move, puts
nice
it up.
Reverse.
Very nice.
Nice reverse drive and layup. And in it went for Swenson.
And a timeout called. Our score now is 12-7. We'll be back right after these messages on KQEG TV and KQEG TV.
You know Boyer's Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas, and more sofas. We picked out love seats, and more love seats.
We picked out recliners,
and more recliners.
dining room furniture, bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson, along with Art Fay, bringing you tonight's game here at West Salem High School. Panthers are down by 5, 12-7. Viroqua in the lead, and there's another steal. These turnovers are getting to West Salem, I'll tell you. Slack now, hands that off, shots up, and nope, doesn't go, but rebound underneath to Swenson. He's going to hand that off. Anderson puts it up, still doesn't go. Loose ball picked up again by the Viroqua Blackhawks. Here's Slack for 3. Nails it.
That's his second three-pointer from long range. West Salem's offense has really sputtered yet because you have not seen their two top scorers, Jack Healy and David Latos, get into the scoring column.
Haven't really. Well, David Latos into some foul trouble.
Yep.
Quickly they go the other way, and Swenson puts in another.
Yeah, Latos had to sit down because of 2 fouls quickly in this game. He's preparing to come back in pretty quick here, Rick.
Look at that trap in the corner. Peter Latos stuck in the corner there.
5 seconds.
And a turnover. David Latos will come in for his brother Peter. Peter will step out. Well, Hauser's back on the court along with Healy and Latos. See if they can get something going here. 17-7 our score.
Those 3 have to make it work for West Salem in the scoring columns.
Here's Slack with the ball now. He'll hand that off.
And Healy and Latos right now have yet to score.
And now West Salem in a 2-3 zone. Swenson underneath, working against Latos. There's the block. McConkey pulls it down. He'll hand it to Healy. Healy will drive. Hands it off. Niemeyer now to Hauser. Hauser thought about it.
He did.
Going to give it to Healy instead. Healy misses it. McConkey with a rebound, though, and he'll put it up and in. C.J. McConkey keeps him in the game by putting it in for 2, and it's 17-9, and another timeout called. So let's do the same, folks. We'll take a quick one here, too, ourselves, and we'll be back right after this.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay. Here we go. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. 17-9 our score. West Salem is down by 8.
You know, and we're over halfway through the first half, and only 2 individuals have scored for West Salem. That's why they really need to get other kids involved.
Absolutely. There's the steal. McConkey gets his hand in there, takes it away, and they need more of that, that's for sure. Now if they can turn that into points. Breitung now to Latos underneath. He puts it up, doesn't go. 4 Viroqua players standing around underneath the basket. Who's going to get it? Well,
they had
of course, Viroqua.
They really had him covered.
McConkey picks that one up as Latos popped it away. Here's Healy now. Outside, he kicks it to Breitung. Now to Hauser. Hauser thinks about it. Nope, he's going to hand it off. There's the shot. Breitung tries for it, doesn't get it. McConkey with the rebound, puts it back up, still doesn't go. C.J. McConkey, though, was in position underneath there to get that ball. Swenson. Oh, wait, nope, that was Lotz, excuse me.
Yeah,
Lotz.
Good shot, a little bit of luck to go along with it. He's got 5 in the game.
And it's 19-9, back to a 10-point lead for the Blackhawks. That's going to be West Salem. Back in the lineup comes Swenson. Out of the game goes Matheson. Hauser now will handle the inbound pass, looking for somebody to get it to. And he finds Breitung. Here's Hauser for 3. Got it.
Oh, boy, you want to find Josh Hauser. He's got 9.
And they've got 12, 19-12 now. Blackhawks with a 7-point lead. 6:44 left in the first half. Clayton Slack now. He's hit 2 threes so far tonight. Lotz brings it back out. Hands it to Swenson. Round it goes to Fortney. Now he goes inside to Schneider, puts it up, and he's got 2.
That was good power move by the kid inside. Schneider is backing his way down in there.
21-12 now. Healy with the ball. Cross court it goes inside to McConkey. Puts it up, and he's got 2.
Well, you see McConkey and Hauser so far.
21-14, back to a 7-point game.
That's all the point production coming from those 2 young men.
Schneider now to Lotz.
Oh,
holy smoke, nicely done.
Boy, a lot of confidence on Lotz from long range.
24-14, back to 10 points again. Here's Jack Ely inside to McConkey. McConkey gets it knocked away, and Viroqua hangs on to it. Here comes Slack. And a foul's going to be called on Breitung, I believe.
A good 2-on-1 play there, bounce pass ahead, and a good job of driving in there, and Lotz going to go to the line.
Breitung picks up his first foul. That's the 5th team foul. And at the line is Jacob Lotz. Got that one. He missed 2 earlier. 25-14 now. Breitung and Healy will go out. Into the lineup comes Niemeyer. And Scallon, I think that's who came in. This is the second one. Another foul, huh? That one's on McConkey. He's got 2. Gets it into Swenson, right underneath. Swenson puts it up, doesn't go. Latos with a rebound. Here's Scallon, brings it down quickly. Viroqua into their zone. It's a 1-3-1 zone, isn't it?
Yep, it does look like that, the way they've been collapsing and the way they've set up when they first bring them down.
Schneider with the rebound, and Viroqua's got it back. This is Lohr with the ball. Nope, he's handed it off to Swenson, now to Lotz.
You know, Viroqua's been able to build this lead by getting down court in a hurry.
Slack just heaves one up, and it goes right in.
A little bit of luck. That goes right along with the shot.
27-14, 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half. Hauser now for 3. Got it again. That's 4 3-pointers for Hauser. Now if he could just get a little help, 27-17. Panthers hanging in there by 10 points.
He's been really consistent from long range.
No kidding. This is Lohr with the ball. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. West Salem ball. Brady Scallon will handle the inbound pass. As, let's see, Conaway and Lohr both go out. Almost lost that one. Boy, these long passes aren't working out so well for him, are they?
No, you got to give Viroqua some credit for seeing those passing lanes and getting their hands up and slap it around.
Back into their 1-3-1 defense. And this is Niemeyer. Scallon in the corner to Hauser. Hauser gets trapped in there.
Yep. Boy, they come out on him. They know he's got the shot.
Scallon puts it up, doesn't go. Latos tries to rebound it. It goes out of bounds. Probably off of Latos, I believe. So back to Viroqua it goes. 27-17, 3:43 left. Slack dribbles in. Doesn't go. Back out to Swenson now. This is Lutz for a three. Nope. And the rebound comes to Viroqua. Schneider.
Real scrappy tonight on the boards.
No kidding. It's a nice block there. Was that Campbell got his hand up there?
It
Not
was.
sure.
That's the second block I've seen Campbell get tonight.
Here's Hauser in the corner. Quickly, he's surrounded by two players, throws it away. And Lotz tries to make it to the hoop, but he'll get fouled by Niemeyer. So Niemeyer's going to pick up his first, and it looks like we've got a timeout here. So let's take this momentary timeout here to remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is Citizen State Bank. Is it time to dump your bank? We'll make the switch to Citizen State Bank and discover why they are considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. Citizen State Bank, an experience like no other, with locations in Onalaska and La Crosse.
Come back out onto the floor, Jacob Lotz. Going to be looking at a 1-and-1. 17 fouls against West Salem.
Wow. Just 11 fouls called so far.
But they started out with a lot.
Yeah, they called a lot of them early. 3 minutes left in the first half here. West Salem down by 10. And now we're going to see Lotz go to the line. He is 1 for 4 from the line tonight. Got it. (28-17). Second shot. Got that one too. 29-17 now. Down to 3 minutes. Here's West Salem with the ball. Hauser will go for three again. Not that time, though. Rebound, though, comes to Scallon.
He didn't miss by much.
Here's Latos underneath. Puts it up and in. They need to see more of that. David Latos finally getting a basket.
Yeah, that's only the third player for West Salem to score.
Oh, that was a walk. He had shuffled his feet. That's Matheson there. Turns it over to West Salem. And another timeout?
Full timeout.
Yeah, another timeout. Okay. Well, then let's take a moment and remind you again, one of our sponsors tonight, American Family Insurance, and your agent here in West Salem, Jim Quinn. See Jim for protecting what you've achieved so you can dream fearlessly. Jim is your star-certified American Family Insurance agent located at 123 East Hamilton Street in West Salem. American Family Insurance. Protect carefully and dream fearlessly.
You know, both these teams are headed towards somewhere in that 50, maybe low 60s point total tonight. But that's kind of what we expected because Viroqua was averaging 54 points a game. West Salem 58 on the offensive side.
Well, and we'll see West Salem again on Saturday at the Midwest Players Classic as they will open up the Players Classic at 9:15 in the morning against Aquinas. See how they do at the La Crosse Center on Saturday. 8 big games coming up that day, folks. I hope you can come down and join us. If not, we will stream every game for you right here at kqegtv.com. So
now we've got a kid, I believe, coming in from Minnehaha, right?
Yes.
One of the top, I'm hearing he's one of the top 5 players in the country.
Is that right?
Yeah, we've seen him before, but you know, as a freshman we saw him, and you know, now I think he's a junior this year, and he's just an incredible player. So if you want to see some of the top talent in the country, it's going to be down at the Midwest Players Classic.
Ooh, Hauser takes it in, doesn't complete it though. And we're coming up on 2 minutes left. Blackhawks by 10. Yeah, they're going to have 16 teams and 8 players that are sought after by
D1s,
Division I schools. Yeah.
And I think the young man from Minnehaha, I think he just committed to Gonzaga.
Is that right?
I think
Wow.
So. Yeah.
That's huge.
It is.
Caledonia, West Salem, Aquinas, Onalaska, just some of the local teams that will be there.
And a moving offensive foul, moving block.
So 29-19, a minute 41 seconds left. David Latos will sit down. Carson Mooney comes back into the lineup. So they got McConkey, Mooney, Hauser, Scallon, and Healy.
And Nick Schneider hits the bench for Viroqua. That was his third foul.
Wow.
You see how they come out on Hauser. They know right away he's the big shooter from long range. They're right there with him.
Here's Healy. They're just not dealing with this 1-3-1 too well. They're trapping him so easily.
You know, and Healy, I'm sure on a normal night, that little floater he shot would have been much better.
Anderson now to Lotz. Down to a minute left, first half. Svensson with the ball. Conaway. Back to Svensson. And now Slack takes the screen, tries to drive, gets stopped by McConkey.
You know, I haven't heard anything from the coach call out, but, you know, we're down to 35 seconds, so, you know, Viroqua may just take this one and go for the last shot.
Here's McConkey working on him, trying to get that away from Slack and trap him in the corner. Back to Slack now. Across the court it goes to Svensson. Spins, heads in, can't get there. Lotz again with the ball. 16 seconds left. Slack now. Conaway. Back to Slack. Takes the shot. Doesn't go, and there's the buzzer. So at the half, our score 29-19. Stick around, everybody. We'll take a little break, and then we'll come back in just a few minutes, and we will share with you some of the statistics that we find. Okay, so stick around. Be right back.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that.
Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Sofas, great.
Prices, great. Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities, and...
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please?
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street in downtown West.
You're invited to visit the newly remodeled West Salem American Legion in downtown West Salem. Come see the new banquet hall and meeting rooms. Check out the new bar and amenities. Then stop in for a delicious fish and shrimp dinner with choice of potato and salad bar on the first, third, and last Friday of the month. Play bingo on the first Monday of the month. Bring the family for an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the second Sunday of the month. For more information, go to westsalempost51.com. Schedule your next event at the all-new West Salem American Legion in historic downtown West Salem. KQEG-TV invites you to the 10th Annual Midwest Players Basketball Classic.
Powered by Muscle Mills.
This Saturday at the Lacrosse Center, starting at 9:15. 16 teams from Wisconsin and Minnesota, with players sought by Division I schools: Aquinas, West Salem, Caledonia, La Crescent, Onalaska, DeForest,
and more.
16 teams, 2 defending state champs, 8 state finalists, 16 major college prospects.
All games live streamed at KQEGTV.com and presented by Viterbo University.
For a complete schedule, go to MidwestPlayersClassic.com. Adults $10, students $5. Under 5 are free. Don't miss it.
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse. Reed Magnum and Chelsea Lynn with you. Did you have a good New Year's, Chels? Oh boy.
Why, I did.
Is that a New Year's hat?
Yes.
What's your New Year's resolutions? Do you have any?
It's not staying on from my ponytail, so we'll leave it right there.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
You go first.
More sleep. Consistent sleep.
Okay.
What's yours?
You being nicer to me.
That's not a New Year's resolution. Mix
It is
96
to me.
And 107.3 Lacrosse.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Art Fay. We are at halftime here. The West Salem C team is being introduced. It's Parents' Night here, right?
It is Parents' Night. Pre-game, they had the varsity and the junior varsity parents all introduced with the players. And now they're
introducing the C team. Well, what do you think we've seen so far? I'm not impressed with West Salem's efforts, but boy, Viroqua's looking pretty good.
Well, yeah, I mean, Viroqua's doing a good job on defense. They've kept David Latos very, very quiet with 2 points. Jack Healy, who's averaging almost 16 points a game, he hasn't scored yet.
Yeah.
And they really need to have those two kids into the mix here, and that's why we got a 10-point spread right now, because it's all falling on Josh Hauser at this point.
Yeah, he's kept him in the game so far with all those three-pointers that he's hit. He's got 4 of them so far, but really he's leading the way for him, and you're right, he needs some help out there. And I imagine that right now in the locker room, the coach is saying, it's a 1-3-1. Here's what you should do, don't you think? I mean,
I think so. Keep passing it around. I mean, they've gotten out there, and they figured out Hauser's, the shooter, and they've gotten out on him, and they've done a pretty good job of quieting him down, So the other kids have got to get into play with that. C.J. McConkey he's just through aggressiveness has been able to help them out offensively and create some good defensive moves. But the Viroqua players have been able to actually, come with quite a few steals and fast breaks, and that's what's really helping them.
Absolutely. Well, run down the stats for us. Will you tell us what the scoring looks like?
West Salem, first of all. Josh Hauser, we talked about him. He's got 4 3-pointers for a dozen in the first half. David Latos, late in the first half, got himself a bucket. C.J. McConkey, he ended up the first half with 5 points, and that's 3 kids accounting for all the scoring for West Salem. They're 1 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Viroqua Blackhawks, they've got 6 kids who've reached the scoring column. Jacob Lotz is leading the way with 11. Clayton Slack early in the game hit a couple of threes and added another bucket. He's got 8 at halftime. 2 for Jared Anderson, Drew Fortney, and Nick Schneider. And Drew Swenson has got 4 points. 5 for 10 from the free throw line for the Blackhawks, who've done a pretty decent job on defense to create some buckets for themselves.
Dawson, Swenson, not Drew.
Oh,
just thought I'd.
Drew Fortney and Dawson.
Yeah,
okay.
You got it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go. And really, for at least for West Salem, free throws haven't meant anything.
Not an awful lot.
Like twice at the line, really.
The only thing you might want to watch though is, there's not too many kids. Latos and McConkey have got 2 fouls. Nick Schneider's got 3 for the Blackhawks. So right now, nobody in too deep of foul trouble, but something to watch.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. All right, well, folks, it's 29-19 at the halftime. We're going to take another break. We'll be back with the tip-off for the second half in just a few moments. So stick around, everybody. We'll be back after this. It's halftime on the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Viroqua Blackhawks and the West Salem Panthers. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages.
The thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep peace in the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Pillow Pack, a new option available at West Salem, Sparta, and community health pharmacies to package your medications and vitamins.
This is the ultimate means of managing multiple prescriptions. Pillow Pack eliminates the work, worry, and confusion you've had in the past. Card packaging is also available. The pharmacies provide free delivery or mail-outs on all prescriptions. The Sparta location also provides free delivery from their grocery department.
Health Mart Pharmacies, caring for you and about you.
KQEG-TV invites you to the 10th Annual Midwest Players Basketball Classic.
Powered by Muscle Mills.
This Saturday at the Lacrosse Center, starting at 9:15. 16 teams from Wisconsin and Minnesota, with players sought by Division I schools: Aquinas, West Salem, Caledonia, La Crescent, Onalaska, DeForest,
and more.
16 teams, 2 defending state champs, 8 state finalists, 16 major college prospects.
All games live streamed at KQEGTV.com and presented by Viterbo University.
For a complete schedule, go to MidwestPlayersClassic.com. Adults $10, students $5. Under 5 are free. Don't miss it. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we go. Second half just about to get underway between the West Salem Panthers and the Viroqua Blackhawks. West Salem down by 10 points now, and as we said at the halftime here, we need to see some of the other West Salem players get into this and hopefully figure out how to deal with this 1-3-1 defense that Viroqua has been using quite effectively. Now, of course, what they'll probably do is come back with a different defense.
Yeah, they could. They could. You know, but Viroqua also has got some kids. You know, their better players are all 6'3", 6'4" out there. So, I mean, tonight that's showing.
And as you mentioned, they've got 6 players who've scored so far. West Salem with only 3. So it looks like starters are back in to get this underway. And Viroqua will get the ball to start with. Slack brings it across the line. Hands it off to Lotz. Anderson now. Back to Slack again. And we've seen that a number of these Viroqua players can shoot that 3 ball too.
That's true. I mean, they've got 5 kids who are not shy of shooting from long range.
Here's Lotz again. He'll hand it off to Anderson. Anderson now passes that one off to Fortney. And now West Salem in kind of I guess they're staying in a 2-3 zone.
That's kind of a matchup zone coming out on high.
Yep. Swenson puts it up. They're going to call a foul on the floor. See who that's going to be on. Is that on Hauser?
It is on Hauser.
That's number 2 for him. In the corner they go to Lotz. Now, this time, West Salem steals the ball. Brighton takes it all the way, doesn't go. There's Latos with the rebound. Puts it back up. He's going to get fouled. No, they didn't call a foul. No, they said it was a block. But Latos gets the shot, puts it in for 2.
Well, that shows you the strength of Latos. He's a good, solid, thick kid. A nice job.
29-21 now. There's a tip away. Clean tip. There's a bad shot by Slack. And Latos gets that one. Panthers with the ball. Here's Healy in the corner. Brighton feeds it inside to Latos. Somebody got a hand in there. We're going to call a foul.
You know, just coming out here, Rick, in the first 2 minutes of the second half, West Salem's got a little different energy coming out.
They sure do. That foul's going to be the second one on Anderson. First team foul. Hauser underneath to Latos. He's going to get fouled. And that's going to go against Lotz.
Lotz thought he had all basketball on that one.
He didn't agree with him, did he?
Nope, he was begging for it a little bit.
So David Latos will get to shoot.
You know,
nails it.
This may be some of that conversation in the locker room. You know, David, you got to get involved in this offense. We need you.
Latos, a 50% free throw shooter, but he made them both that time. So right away, Latos with 4 points.
Well, aggressive play, yep. Cooper Brighting picked up that one. He's been hustling out there, trying to get something to happen for his team. And here you see a full court press putting on. The first time we've seen this tonight.
29-23 now. Viroqua by 6. They get it in and push it down court to Anderson. Anderson tries to get it underneath, but taken away by McConkey, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, McConkey, a great defensive play. He didn't have the numbers on him on the defensive side. It was 2 against 1, but he played the right lane and got it.
Yeah, they tried to feed it underneath to the lone man, but McConkey was in the way. West Salem with the ball again. Breitung to Hauser, back to Breitung.
If I got that right, that's through 3 on Jared Anderson.
It'll be West Salem ball. Smart, fast move on the part of David Latos to keep that.
That's down to a 6-point lead. It's been as much as it does in this first half.
You're right, Jared Anderson with 3. Nice feed underneath to Hauser. Hauser patiently waits, gets his opponents off their feet, and then he goes up and draws the foul.
He had 3 guys around him, Rick, and 2 of them jumped.
Let's see, Hauser, an 81% free throw shooter.
Oh, and that one went against Anderson.
Another one on him. That's 4. Ooh, he missed it. Schneider coming back in now, Nick Schneider. And they'll have Anderson sit down. Here's Hauser, his second shot. Got that one. 29-24 now. West Salem comes within 5, and again, the full court press. Slack gets it down, though, across the line. Crowd's getting into it, too, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
There's McConkey.
Almost a steal. McConkey almost got it again. Oh, nice move by Fortney. Put Viroqua on the boards for the second half, 31-24. Oop, that was a lazy pass. Bad pass by Healy. Swenson. Latos knocked that one away. Lots for 3. Nope, in and out. Oh, Schneider will pick it up and put it up, but Latos will peel that one off the rim and get fouled by Schneider. And that's going to be 4 on Nick Schneider. So we'll see him come out, I imagine.
I would think so. Yeah, right away they're talking about getting him out of there.
Noah Matheson will come in.
Yeah, I think Schneider was saying, I got all ball.
So West Salem, yeah, different team out there on the floor for West Salem, don't you think?
Yeah, just in their aggressiveness and their hustle. They've stepped it up definitely a notch.
Healy tries to put it up, gets it taken away. And now a foul's going to be called on West Salem. That's on McConkey. That'll be 3 for him.
Well, as aggressive players are playing and the way they're calling it, there's going to be some foul issues.
All right, no kidding.
Well, this game's done.
Svensson now. Here's Matheson in the corner. Tries to get that one to Fortney, and it's poked away by Healy, but I think he got some hand in there.
You know, and Healy's a kid who's got to get on the other end of the court with some offense for him. They really rely on him. Latos is opening it up.
McConkey's going to go out. Alan Campbell comes in. They get it to Slack. Slack gives it to Matheson in the corner. Back to Slack again. Round to Lotz now. There's the steal.
That was caused by Latos making a cut. And Hauser ended up with the ball.
Latos in the corner. Nice feed to Healy. Healy puts it up, and he's got two.
Healy on the back door making that bucket work. That was against a zone defense. They found the seam.
31-26 now. Back to a 5-point game. Long shot.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the best shot that they wanted to take.
Healy now hands it off to Hauser. Hauser loses it. Nope, picked up by Healy. Healy to Breitung. Baseline. He's going to get draw the foul. That's going to be on Fortney. I believe his first, but the team's 6, so they're moving into the bonus pretty quickly.
They are. 13 minutes left in the game here, and they're already at 6 fouls. West Salem not far behind with 4.
Conaway comes in. Fortney goes out. Also, let's see. Brighton goes out. Scallon comes in for West Salem. And Peter Latos now in the lineup too for West Salem. Got 2 Latoses in there at the same time. Timeout called by the coach. All right. Well, our score, 31-26, looking a little different here and a lot better for West Salem. We'll take a break and be right back. You're invited to visit the newly remodeled West Salem American Legion in downtown West Salem. Come see the new banquet hall and meeting rooms. Check out the new bar and amenities. Then stop in for a delicious fish and shrimp dinner with choice of potato and salad bar on the first, third, and last Friday of the month. Play bingo on the first Monday of the month. Bring the family for an all-you-can-eat breakfast on the second Sunday of the month. For more information, go to WestSalemPost51.com. Schedule your next event at the all-new West Salem American Legion in historic downtown West Salem. Welcome back, everybody. 31-26, our score now. West Salem down by 5 points. West Salem with the ball. This is Scallon. To Latos. David Latos drives in, puts it up, and gets the foul.
It was a good aggressive move, and he slipped through couple of defenders.
Well, he could move them to within 3 points now if he can make these. Ooh, didn't go. Well, he could move them to within 4 points then. Got it. 31-27 the score. Here's Lotz with the ball for the Blackhawks. Conaway. To Svensson. Back to Slack. Here's Matheson in the corner. Tries to get it in to Lotz, but it's stolen away by Latos. He takes it all the way to the hoop and misses it. Loose ball.
Oh, and Latos number 2 is going to get the foul.
Peter would be his first. Fighting for the ball, tried to get that back. 31-27 our score. 12:19 left in the second half. Into the lineup now for Viroqua comes Zach Lohr. And Matheson will sit down. They get it into Svensson. Now Slack quickly makes a move down court. Lohr will hand that off to Lotz. Conaway. To Svensson. Feeds it inside, has to come back out to Svensson again.
Oh, an extra step in the lane.
He sure did. There's a turnover to West Salem. Viroqua not looking as tight in this second half as they did in the first half.
I got to give credit to West Salem. Their defense have tuned it up and made a difference.
We got a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this. Stick around, everybody.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection.
Come on down and check out Boyers Furniture.
Welcome back, everybody. 31-27 our score with 11:15 left in the second half. And this game is getting tight.
It is, and Viroqua has had quite a dry spell. Only 2 points scored in the second half.
Yeah. And, whoa, there's a kick. And West Salem has looked really aggressive in the second half.
They have. They really have. You know, just part of it which you just hadn't seen before in the first.
There's a shot by Latos. Peter Latos puts one up, doesn't go, and the rebound to Lotz and Viroqua. Here's Scallon all the way down, Slack rather, all the way down, puts it up. Going to draw a foul.
Yeah, and there was, you know, defensively, West Salem might have got away without a foul, but there was a big swat in that. And so there's a foul called. I think it was against Peter Latos.
Well, as he shoots, I'll tell you, another one of our sponsors is Allied Cooperative, the products you need from the people you trust, all close to home. From agronomy, feed, and grain to LP and refined fuels to Ace Hardware and Cenex, Allied Cooperative. Now that's something to cheer about. Apparently he missed that first one.
First one slipped in and out.
Here's Slack on his second shot. Got it. (32-27). Back to a 5-point game now. Latos all the way to Hauser. Hauser will drive. Had a nice little fake there that drew the defender off, I think, and then he drove to the hoop. And now he's going to get a foul.
Good aggressive play, big kid. Plays more like a guard than a forward or center.
Yeah. Who are they going to call that on? That's going to be on Zach Lohr, his first. Now Hauser goes to the line. Got it. Back to within 4. Svensson's going to come back in as Lohr will go out. Hauser again, puts it in again.
As close as West Salem has been since midway through the first half.
3-point game with 11 minutes and 12 seconds left. Blackhawks with the ball now. Here's Svensson to Slack. Slack will drive. Has to pull back. He's got Scallon on him. There's the poke away by Latos all the way to the hoop. Nice spin move, puts it up, and he's got 2. David Latos puts it in for 2. We got a 1-point game here. 32-31 with 10:42 left. Here's Slack with the ball for Viroqua. In the corner, they go to Svensson. Surprised he didn't shoot that.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had the shot, and he just decided not to take it.
Slack with the ball now. Poked away again. Picked it back up, though. Now they kick it out to Schneider.
You know, Schneider is not going to shoot from outside. He looks to pass before he looks to shoot.
And he's playing with 4 fouls. They also have Anderson in there, who's also playing with 4 fouls. There's Svensson now for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound to Hauser. And West Salem. Scallon to David Latos. And he quickly gets it into the trap here. He's looking for some help. He's going to go baseline with it, put it up, and doesn't go, but his brother knocks it over to him. Oh, he took a step in there. He did. I think he moved his feet. So there's a turnover to go back to the Blackhawks. 32-31. Scallon's going to go out. Breiting's going to come back in. Here's Fortney with the ball for the Blackhawks. To Lotz. Now they're going to call a foul on Hauser.
Yeah, he reached in, he caught him.
He really did.
1 point game.
Yeah, the Viroqua was ahead by at least 10, maybe even 12 at one time.
29-17 was the biggest lead.
Yeah. Now we're down to 1 point.
You know, and both these teams now are into the foul situation, a bonus at least.
That's only Viroqua's 4th point in the second half.
Yeah. And a single field goal.
Yep. Missed the second one. West Salem with the rebound.
Ooh, there's a travel, yeah.
He did. That's not the kind of mistake you want to make, you know?
Yeah, Steve Kastenschmidt was a little frustrated with that one for his Panthers.
Little full court press by Panthers. And they get past it to Schneider. Fortney will drive in, put it up, doesn't go. Rebound to Latos, and he'll quickly get out of that trap. But somebody got a hand in there and a foul's called.
Oh, and that's going to be on Schneider, and he's done.
That'll be 5 on Schneider. He's out. It looks like Anderson's going to come in place of him, and Anderson has 4 fouls. Latos will go to the line.
And Schneider, he leads the game with 2 points.
Here's a chance to tie it up. Remind you, if we were watching our game on the internet tonight, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the little red button and subscribe so that whenever we go live, you'll get a word on your phone that we just went live. Latos missed that one. He doesn't miss that many.
And there's a foul at that end. It might be, they're going to call that one on Healy.
That would only be his 2nd foul. But it puts Slack to the line. Slack with 9 points, only 1 in the second half here. He missed 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Makes that one. West Salem keeps getting so close, they just can't close it.
Yeah. Viroqua has 1 field goal second half, Rick. That's significant.
Yeah.
9 minutes of play.
(35-31). Here's Latos underneath. In for 2.
Well, he's been a difference maker in this second half.
Well, you know, you said at halftime they needed to get him into the game, and they certainly have done that. Now if they get Healy into the game, they'll win this thing. Here's Lotz with the ball. Goes inside to Swenson, but Latos was there. And Carson Mooney with the rebound, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, reach-in foul over the top by Lotz.
It's his 2nd one. So Carson Mooney goes to the line. Ooh, missed it.
And here on out, West Salem will be shooting the double bonus.
Misses it again. This time, though, the rebound comes to Viroqua. Here's Swenson underneath, puts it in. Good move.
That broke a long dry spell for these Blackhawks.
37-33 now. 4-point game. Breitung to Healy. Healy, cross court. Mooney. Mooney drives, has to hand it off. Latos goes baseline. He gets fouled.
Yeah, Latos is just a deceivingly strong, athletic young man.
Hauser's going to come back in the lineup now for West Salem. Yeah, that was a pretty strong move underneath there.
Yeah, we got another young man going to foul out of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's Anderson.
And he's going to lead the contest with 2. That's a second Blackhawk to foul out.
And he's a starter. I believe Anderson's a starter. Matheson, though, will come in to replace him. Now Mooney's going to go out, and Hauser will come back in. So Latos from the line. Chance to bring it to within 2. Got one. (37-34). Got it again. Back to 2-point game here, 37-35. Conaway goes out. Fortney comes back in for the Blackhawks. Here's Swenson with the ball. They get past the press. Slack with the ball for Viroqua. They go underneath to Swenson. He's got McConkey in front of him, kicks it back out to Lotz. Lotz will try for 3. That's not going to go. West Salem with the ball. They get it down to Latos. David Latos takes it in, heads for the hoop, heads it out to Healy, and Healy finally makes a basket, but a charge was called.
Yeah, Latos had the collision. They called him on an offensive foul.
That'll be 3 on Latos. You know, I think if you're the coach, you leave him in. You can't take Latos out right now. He's got 10 points. He's been leading this this drive.
Yeah, he knows how many fouls he's got. He's a veteran player.
Viroqua with the ball now, 37-35. West Salem down by 2 with 7:20 left.
You know, if I was Viroqua, though, I'd challenge him. I'd go at him a little bit.
Yeah. Here's Conaway with the ball to Matheson. They go inside to Swenson. Swenson quickly gets surrounded by Hauser and McConkey, and they steal the ball.
They turned around, brought the ball down, and Hauser just slapped it away.
Here's Josh Hauser with it again. Back to Breitung, now in the corner to Latos. Feeds it to McConkey. McConkey underneath, puts it up and in. C.J. McConkey puts it up, and it's tied.
He's got 7 in the game, and he's their blue-collar guy tonight.
37 apiece with 6:40 left. Viroqua with the ball now. Matheson to Lotz.
I don't think West Salem has led in this contest at all.
Nope, not yet. Hauser with Lotz driving in, doesn't go. Rebound to Hauser. 37 apiece, and West Salem with a chance to take the lead. Healy back out to Hauser, inside to Latos. Latos puts it up. No, doesn't go. Latos with a steal. McConkey puts it up. Latos, no, it goes to Breitung. Breitung puts it up. There's McConkey, puts it back, and they take the lead.
Wow. Being down by a dozen now, finding themselves up by 2.
39-37, the Panthers in the lead. Here's Slack. Breitung. And now they're going to call an offensive foul. Ooh, Slack and McConkey with some words down there. Little chest bumping. See, who are they going to call that foul on? Breitung. Breitung picks up his 3rd foul. And now Slack has a chance to even it up again. There's one.
lot of time. We're going to see a lot of free throws.
Zach Lohr comes back in. And again. And we're tied up, folks, 39 apiece, 5:37 left. West Salem with the ball.
Slack with 13 points in the game.
There's Latos down the corner to Hauser. Hauser will go baseline. Puts it up. He's got two.
Nice move by the big guy.
West Salem again, up by 2. Lohr in the corner, back to Slack, now to Lotz. Lotz looking for somebody. Finds Slack. Slack now with Scallon in front of him. Breitung going out with 3 fouls. Nice move, but it doesn't go. They're going to call a foul on Healy, though. Fortney goes to the hoop, draws the foul.
Breitung, Healy, Hauser, Latos, McConkey all playing on the floor tonight. Right now, all of them got 3 fouls.
Most of those they got in the second half, too. Doesn't go. Fortney misses that one. 4:51 left in this contest. West Salem up by 2. Can Fortney make it 1? No. And the rebound comes to West Salem.
And Viroqua's scoring woes still continue. They've got only 2 field goals in the half. Oh, that'll be a over and back. Yep.
That's a turnover.
You know, I think Slack, he was lucky because he could easily have been called for a foul on that one, too.
Scallon will go out. Breitung will come back in. For Viroqua, we're going to see Conaway come in and Matheson. And out goes Fortney and Lohr. Here's Matheson with the ball now. To Slack. Back to Matheson. They try to go to Swenson. They get it to him underneath. But it gets knocked away right away. And they're going to say it was off of Swenson's leg. And it's West Salem ball.
I think Hauser slapped it against
his leg.
Yeah. I think that's how it happened.
Here's West Salem with a chance to go up by 4. Hauser with the ball. That'd be a good time for Healy to start hitting some hoops.
Yeah. Again, Healy's been quiet, only 2 points tonight.
McConkey to Hauser. Good ball movement. Breitung puts it up and nails it.
His first bucket of the night, and what a big time to get one.
Was it a 3?
It was a 3.
44-39. West Salem by 5. Timeout called by Viroqua. And a smart move by their coach to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout too. It's 44-39 West Salem. We'll be back.
Not every game's a winner, but if you want to turn that frown into a smile, stop by Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in West Salem for delicious post-game food. Their homemade 16-inch unlimited topping pizza for just $12 will put a smile on everyone's face. Stop in on Taco Tuesday or Wednesday for $2 burgers. Open every day at 11 a.m. with great lunch specials. For 40 years, Hunter's has had a rich tradition of serving the families of West Salem with great food at reasonable prices. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, Leonard Street in downtown West.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in and check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
We're back. What a game we've got here, Art. 44-39. West Salem trailed most of the game. Now with 3 minutes left, they're up by 5.
Panthers have come back in the second half, outscoring Viroqua 25-10.
Wow. Swenson now to Conaway. Conaway to Slack. Swenson dribbles in, gets knocked away by Hauser. West Salem will pick it up. McConkey's got it. Oh, they're saying it was a travel. That's a tough one.
It was. I'll give the official credit, but he had a bad vantage point. I think, with the players back to him.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. Nobody really had possession at the time, I don't think.
Yeah.
Now we got a jump ball, and it's West Salem Arrow. Back in the lineup is Fortney and Lohr for West Salem. Matheson and Conaway will go out. It's like some offense-defense changes.
Yeah, a little bit of that's happening right now.
3:14 left. Healy now to Breitung.
Viroqua is coming out in a man-to-man, so that doesn't allow West Salem to milk the clock, but there's a foul out on.
That's going to be on Lotz, his third. And now Breitung will go to the line and shoot two. Oh, misses the first one. Got it. The Panthers go up by 6. 3 minutes left. 45-39 West Salem. Swenson to Fortney. Back to Swenson. He'll put it in for 2.
Good movement away from the basketball for Swenson to get open.
4-point game now, 45-41. Still anybody's game here. 2:35 left. Here's Hauser. He loses it as he drives in. They quickly push it down to Lotz, now to Swenson, and an easy two-pointer.
Yeah. Real nice team passing there to finish off that fast break.
We're down to a 2-point game again, 45-43 with 2:18 left. West Salem with the ball. This is Healy to Latos. Latos drives, puts it up. No, doesn't go. Loose ball. Who's got it? Jump ball. Viroqua has the arrow.
Well, obviously the kids are playing hard. They're diving for these basketballs, not afraid to get a few floor burns.
2:04 left, 45-43. Viroqua down by 2. And they've got the ball. Here's Lotz with it now. Fortney. Fortney will drive, kicks it out to Lohr. Now to Swenson, back to Lohr. They go inside to Fortney. Fortney gets around Latos, doesn't get it in, and McConkey is there with the rebound.
Just overlaid it a little bit.
Minute 36 left now. West Salem with the ball and up by 2. Breitung now to Hauser. Hauser back to Breitung again. Here's Healy with the ball. And a timeout called by the West Salem bench. Whew. Well, let's take a moment here now while we've got it, and remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is Union State Bank of West Salem, of course. Proud to support West Salem athletics. Union State Bank is a hometown community bank serving families and businesses in the Cooley region. For all your banking needs, make it Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. And as long as I'm doing it, let's also remind you that West Salem Pharmacy is one of our sponsors tonight, your Health Mart Pharmacy. They can help you keep your medication straight with their Pillow Pack. All your meds in one plastic-wrapped container, one for each day. West Salem Pharmacy, caring for you and about you with locations in Sparta, La Crosse, and Highway 16 in West Salem. And last but not least, of course, Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services, serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. And coming up this Friday night, folks, we got a doubleheader. It's Holman at Logan. girls will start at 5:45, and the boys will follow up right after.
Myself and Terry.
Are you doing? Yeah, you and Terry will do
Yep.
that game. Okay, that's what I thought.
And you're going to be taking care of some Speedway work.
Well, yes, we're going to be streaming the Speedway banquet, actually, the awards banquet coming up Friday night. We'll have it on the stream, kqegtv.com. Go to the, whoa, he threw that one away. Go to the Seven Rivers Racing slot on the.
Latos threw that right to his head coach.
Right to the coach.
And he was talking to himself.
Did
How did that happen?
The look on Schmidt.
Called the timeout. 5 seconds later, you got a turnover.
Steve Kastenschmidt, rather, with the look on his face like, oh no.
That was exactly it.
Down to 1 minute left now. 2-point game. Viroqua down by 2, and they've got the ball. This is Lohr. Lohr now to Fortney. Back to Lotz. Lotz is probably the guy who they'd like to have the ball.
He seems to be their most confident offensive player.
They can get him open. Swenson now cutting to the basket. Taken away. McConkey saves it.
Yep.
And now Lohr, looks like he just jumped on Breitung, and they'll send Breitung to the line with 37 seconds left. Well, here's a young man that needs to make a couple of hoops, and I believe he's 0 for 1 from the line.
1 for 2.
1 for 2, okay.
But he gets 2 cracks at it.
Yep. It gets very quiet.
It did.
Ooh, in and out.
Even the crowd said, ooh. Kind of a low, flat shot, that one.
Matheson and Conaway come back in for the Viroqua Blackhawks. Let's see if he can make the second one. And yes. So now we have ourselves a 3-point game. 46-43, 30 seconds left. Blackhawks with the ball. Can they hit the 3? Here's Slack with the ball.
Taking a lot of time to get the
Take
shot
it to
off.
the hoop. Don't foul them there. They get 2. And a timeout called. With 19 seconds left, Slack putting it in for 2. That young man's had a great night.
He's got 15 in the game.
46-45, a 1-point game.
Jacob Lotz, he's got a dozen points in the game, Rick, but all 11 of them came in the first half.
Yeah. He's only had 1 in the second half, huh? But I'm impressed with David Latos, the way he's come to life in the second half.
Yeah,
granted, he was out quite a bit because of the foul situation, but still.
He just got aggressive out there and applied himself, and away he went.
Underneath the basket, he's looking really good tonight. Very impressive. So I guess we won't have any trouble choosing some players of the game, huh?
I don't think so, but at the same time, it was kind of a story of first halves for first and second half for West Salem because Hauser did a great job of keeping him in the game in the first half, and then Latos just turned it on in the second.
46-45, West Salem ahead by 1 point and 19.6 seconds left on the clock. West Salem has the ball. Viroqua will press them. They get it in bounds. Hauser with the ball. Gets it to Breitung. He quickly is surrounded and whistle. So they'll put him at the line with 14 seconds left. That's probably just the guy they wanted at the line, too. He's making 1 out of 2. They would rather he miss both of them, I'm sure, but that foul is on Zach Lohr, his 3rd. Now Breitung at the line. 14 seconds left.
And the place is absolutely quiet.
Missed it.
Yeah.
So back into the lineup comes Conaway and Matheson for the Blackhawks, and Breitung. See if he can make this one.
Viroqua, they get the rebound.
Got it.
Yep. They got plenty of time to get a good shot off.
2 points. Swenson goes baseline, puts it up. It's in. They tie it up with 4 seconds left and a whistle. Timeout called by West Salem. Was that Swenson that put that in?
It was. Dawson Swenson driving.
All tied up at 47 apiece. Holy smoke. 4 seconds left on the clock, just 4 ticks.
We could be headed to an OT.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
The Panthers got an opportunity. 4 seconds, you can get the pass in. If you need a dribble, then a shot. So probably set up 2 options, Rick. One in the inside, one in the out, depending what was open for West Salem. Inside, it's Latos. Outside, I think it's Hauser.
I think you're right. But it's going to have to be quick.
It does have to be quick.
They're going to have the ball underneath the Viroqua basket, so.
They got to go length of court.
Yeah, I don't think you try to throw it the length of the court, though. I mean, 4 seconds could be a long time. It takes at least a second to get the clock going. Yeah.
So I think this is. Let's see how they set up here. They're going to put Hauser all the way down at this end. So I bet you it's a pass somewhere to the guards in the backcourt and get it to Hauser if they can. Now look for Hauser.
Healy. Healy will put it up.
That ain't going to go.
No, it doesn't go. So, it looks like overtime, folks. 47-47 our score. And we're going to put a little time back on the clock. I think they put 4 minutes on the clock, don't they, for overtime?
Thought it was 5, but we'll find out real quick.
We will. I want to thank our sponsors tonight. It's 5, you're right. Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, Big Boar Barbecue out here in West Salem, Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, West Salem Legion in downtown West Salem. If you haven't seen it, they've remodeled it and it looks good. Boyer's Furniture, Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services, Citizen State Bank, West Salem Pharmacy, American Family Insurance and your agent here in town, Jim Quinn, Allied Cooperative, Union State Bank of West Salem, and KQEG TV. Thank you to all of you for sponsoring tonight's game. It's been an exciting one, too. Wow. Holman at Logan coming up Friday night. We'll start with the girls at 5:45. I will be bringing you the West Salem Speedway Banquet, the awards banquet. Be handing out the awards to all of our champions in about 4 different categories, or more, actually, more than that. I think it's 5 different categories.
Well, these 2 teams next up for West Salem Friday night. They're playing against Viroqua.
No,
right.
Viroqua tonight.
Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. Arcadia.
Arcadia, that's right. And then Aquinas on Saturday at the MPC.
And Viroqua is hosting Prairie du Chien next week.
So here we go, 47-47. That's Svensson and Latos in the center. Yeah, it is 4 minutes. They changed it. It was 5 minutes a second ago. Latos and Svensson, center court. Looks like it'll be Viroqua to start with the ball. This is Slack with the ball now. They give it to Lohr. Zach Lohr. Lohr back out to Fortney.
Nobody's moving, Rick, and that really slows down your offense when you got everybody just standing.
Yeah. Slack gets the ball now. Back to Fortney. Fortney to Lotz. Ooh. Back to Lohr. Fortney drives, puts it up. Doesn't go. Rebound to McConkey. C.J. McConkey was there with the rebound. We're down to about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. West Salem ball now. Here's Hauser.
Yep, they keep out on Hauser. They know he's there around the perimeter shooter.
Healy puts one up. No, doesn't go. Healy's just not having a good night tonight.
Yep. Both ends of the floor, both teams missed a layup.
Fortney, tries to get it to Svensson. It ends up back in West Salem hands. Here's Healy with the ball, poked away, picked back up. Lohr poked that one away. Breitung to Latos. Latos drives, tries to kick it out. Nope, loses it. Viroqua with the ball now. Here's Lotz.
Boy, Rick, the lack of offense for these 2 clubs here in the overtime, it could be one shot makes a difference.
Yeah, it could be. And it's Lohr. Zach Lohr gets his first basket of the night and puts Viroqua ahead 49-47. 2 minutes left. Hauser to Latos. Latos up and in. Tied again.
Nice feed to Latos.
49 apiece. Down to 1:49 left. This is Lohr again. Zach Lohr with the ball. Back to Lotz and to Slack. Minute 30 left. Clock ticking away. It's still tied at 49 apiece. Here's Slack. Back to Fortney. Fortney's looking at it. Takes it baseline. Puts it up. He's going to get fouled. I think that's going to be on Latos. Yeah, that's 4 on David Latos. They don't want to lose him.
No.
Minute 18 seconds left, and now Fortney will go to the line and shoot 2. Misses the first one. Fortney 0 for 3 from the line so far tonight. He's got 4 points overall. Misses again. Tied up at 49 apiece still. Minute 14 seconds left. Jack Healy with the ball. Healy drives baseline, pulls up, puts one up, doesn't go. Put back. There's McConkey. McConkey with a putback, and he gets 2. West Salem in the lead now, 51-49, under a minute left. 50 seconds left. Blackhawks with the ball. Here's Slack. Slack now to Swenson. Swenson takes the screen, drives in, gets it to Lohr in the corner. Lohr drives, hands it to Swenson. Swenson spins, nowhere to go. Oh, and a foul.
Hauser.
Call that on Hauser?
They did.
Okay. That's 4 on Hauser. So 51-49, and now Swenson has a chance to tie it up. Misses it. 31 seconds left.
3 missed free throws in OT.
Not good.
No, making it tough on themselves at Viroqua.
Conaway back into the lineup for Viroqua. Here's Swenson, second shot. Misses that one too. Rebound comes to the West Salem Panthers, and 28 seconds left on the clock. They need to put it in Hauser's hands. Maybe Healy, someone who they can rely on to shoot the foul. And Lohr is going to draw the foul. That'll be 4 on him.
Now Lohr just wrapping him up.
Matheson will come back in. And now we're going to see Healy at the line. And here's Jack Healy's chance to put this thing away. 19.6 seconds left. Nope.
Points hard to come by tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, even this one would make it a 3-point game. Got it. 3-point game for the Panthers, 52-49. And Viroqua will call a timeout with 15 seconds left on the clock. Whee!
Yeah, and I'm not sure where they would get this 3-point shot if that's what they're going to be setting up for.
They really don't have, let's see, Lotz hit a couple of threes, and so did Slack. They both hit threes in the first
very early in the
half.
game.
Very early in the game. So Slack has had a good night. He's got 15 points so far.
I don't think, unless, you set this up, you get a quick bucket as fast as you can and then foul again. But I think you're going to be setting it up for a 3-point shot.
Well, I mean, you almost have to.
You would think
unless
so.
you can attack the basket and hope you're going to get a foul as you go in. Then maybe you could go, but they haven't been hitting them from the line too.
No, I mean, Viroqua right now 0 for 4 in overtime from the free throw line.
Well, would it be You know, it might not be a bad idea for West Salem to foul somebody, send them to the line, and then they get the ball back with at least ahead by 1.
You know, there's that philosophy out there, but sometimes, you know, it really makes it tough to give up the points.
Well, if they'd have to hit both of them from the line, and nobody's been hitting from the line so far. Here's Lotz with the ball, 14 seconds left, clock ticking down to 12. Slack will go for 3, doesn't go, rebound to West Salem. And a quick foul will put Latos at the line.
Well, it was set up for the 3-point.
Yeah, it was.
Slack was the kid they were looking for.
6.9 seconds left.
He had a good look at it, Rick, but he was probably a good 22, 23 feet out.
So Latos will go to the line. West Salem, what a game they've had tonight to fight back from a lackluster first half. And it looks like they're going to take it away. There's one. (53-49). And he misses the second one. 53-49, 4-point game. There's a 3-pointer put up, doesn't go. And that's going to be the final, folks. Our final score, 53-49, West Salem. What a comeback after trailing almost the entire game, coming back in the last 10 minutes or so of the game and taking the lead and fighting to keep it there until the end of the game there. And into overtime. And our final score, 53-49. 2 players, both Latos and Hauser, playing with 4 fouls. 3 other players playing with 3 fouls, yet they were able to contain that. They only scored 19 points in that entire first half. So of those 53 points, about 33 of them, 34 of them coming in the second half. What a game for the West Salem Panthers. They're going to be real pleased that they pulled that one off. And, of course, Viroqua came in here tonight, number 1 in the Cooley, and now they're going to be 3-2, and I believe West Salem is going to be 4-2. Is that correct? West Salem will be 4-2 now, and Viroqua 3-2. So I don't know if that'll move West Salem into first place. What do you think? Will it put them in first place?
Let's take a quick look here. I had the
standings.
It'll at least put them in a tie for first place, yes.
Okay, there you go. We'll run down some numbers for us here.
All right. For Viroqua, they were led in scoring tonight by Clayton Slack. He ended up with 15 points. I got Jacob Lotz with a dozen, as does Dawson Swenson. 2 points for Jared Anderson. Drew Fortney had 4. 2 points for Nick Schneider. The Blackhawks were 11 of 24 from the free throw line, and that tells you a lot right there, Rick. If they would have hit 50%, I guess a little bit more like 60%, they would have tightened this game up considerably. For West Salem, 16 points for David Latos, 14 coming in the second half.
Yeah.
Leading the way was Josh Hauser, though, with 17 for the game. Cooper Breton had 5. Jack Healy ended up with 3 points. C.J. McConkey, what a layman work tonight he had. He had 11 points this evening. And the Panthers were 14 of 25 from the free throw line.
Wow. All right, nobody shot very well from the free throw line tonight.
No.
Let's how about some players of the game? I'm gonna choose for Viroqua. I think Clayton Slack did a great job out there, both defensively and offensively. I would have to pick him as my player for Viroqua. And for West Salem, you're right. Hauser kept him in the game, but David Latos really came on strong in that second half, and I'm gonna vote for David Latos. How about you?
Well, I kind of like the game that C.J. McConkey played.
Do you?
Just because he was hustling out there. He was a kid that made a little bit of difference in the first half. In the second half, he came up with the plays when he needed to. I just like the way he hustled out there. He's a kid you don't expect to float to the top in a lot of different categories. But, boy, I think his defense and just getting the bucket when they really needed it made a difference. I like C.J. McConkey.
Well, defensively, he had a great game.
Yeah.
He was underneath the basket, and he did offensively hit a few good baskets, too. So, yeah, okay, all right. That's a logical choice. So there you go, folks. We got co-players of the game for West Salem between David Latos and C.J. McConkey, and for Viroqua, Clayton Slack. And we're done. So the final score here, once again, from West Salem, 53-49. The Panthers win it in overtime. Friday night, we've got a doubleheader with Holman and Logan. We hope you'll tune in for that. 5:45 tip-off. Terry and Art will have the game for you. For Luke on camera and for Art Fay, I'm Rick Wilson. Thanks for watching High School Football on KQEG TV. You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's basketball game featured the Viroqua Blackhawks and the West Salem Panthers. The High School Game of the Week, made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill on Leonard Street in historic downtown West Salem. American Family Insurance and your agent in West Salem, Jim Quinn. Union State Bank of West Salem, where customers and community come first. Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16, West Salem. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. The newly remodeled West Salem American Legion on Leonard Street in downtown West Salem. West Salem Pharmacy, Highway 16, West Salem, caring for you and about you. West Salem Pharmacy. And Allied Cooperative in Toma, West Salem, and Arcadia. Thanks for watching High School Basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.